Governor Rick Perry broke the news today he will not run for re-election. Perry will finish out the 18 months left in his current term, and he has not ruled out a run for president in 2016.
Any future considerations I will announce in due time.
Well, some political analysts say Perry might next run a political action committee, raising money for Republicans across the country and gaining friends along the way in case he does want to make that run for the White House. So could another presidential campaign be in Governor Perry's future?
And a whole lot of people suspect he wants to try again in 2016. Perry's run in 2012 imploded following several gaffes. The most glaring came during the so-called oops moment. That was during a primary debate when Perry couldn't name the 3 federal departments he wants to eliminate. Texas Tribune editor Jay Root authored a book on Perry's presidential campaign. He says the governor's previous run for president will affect how Americans see him.
So he's got a good story to tell. He can't do a repeat. If he goes out there and starts having a bunch of gaffes again, I think he's done.
Root says Perry has plenty of national exposure and a strong record on the economy and jobs. Perry says he'll make a decision about running for president by the end of this year. And with Perry's announcement, a lot of other Texas politicians are planning moves of their own. KXAN's Robert Maxwell reports on where the political dominoes may fall.
Yes, sir. Thank you all.
If you're a political analyst, it's not every day a sitting Republican governor announces he won't run for re-election.
I mean, really the end of an era. You know, if you're in 8th grade, you've known no other governor of Texas but Rick Perry from the day you were born.
For Matt McCalliack, Rick Perry's decision after 13 years in office starts a high-level political sport, speculating who will fill the governor's and other top political seats in 2014.
Everyone's been waiting on this announcement from Perry. Either go or no go for 2014, and that was going to, the dominoes were going to fall in a certain direction based on what that decision was.
Case in point, if, as expected, Attorney General Greg Abbott runs for Rick Perry's seat and beats others like former Texas Workforce Commissioner Chair Tom Pauken, the AG's seat will be considered a hot one. Chomping at that bit, Railroad Commission Chair Barry Smitherman. A political win for him would, in turn, create another coveted state opening. And Governor Perry's departure could set in motion more dominoes. Consider Republican Lieutenant Governor David Dewhurst. He's had the job since 2003, but nipping at his heels are Texas Land Commissioner Jerry Patterson and Todd Staples, the 2-term Agriculture Commissioner.
All these offices are going to have lots of contenders.
And the ending of the Perry era has Texas Democrats ready to pounce as soon as the main GOP candidates are in place.
I think the first step is letting Greg Abbott run and telling him we're going to contest that race. The second one is figuring out where all the Republicans are going to be, and then we got to get Wendy Davis, where's she going to go, and at that point we need a statewide ticket.
And Attorney General Greg Abbott is expected to announce his run for governor perhaps as early as this week. Our analyst Jason Stanford mentioned Democratic State Senator Wendy Davis. He said the rising political star would likely be considered a top choice for a run at the governor's office. But while her profile is getting some attention, she's so far not even considered one of the Democratic frontrunners. San Antonio's Mayor Julian Castro was ranked the best against Perry in any head-to-head matchup, according to public policy polling. Now, you can get much more of our extended coverage on Texas's political future, including how top Texans would fare in a presidential bid. All of it's on KXAN.com. Live in the studio, Robert Maxwell, KXAN News.